Get the 5 Mantra MP3 Abundance Package at JasonGallant.ca.
Today I thought I'd talk about failure. And I'm in the woods here and there's a nice running river, nice stream. And I thought that'd be a nice background noise for the video. So I hope you like it. But today I thought I'd talk to you a little bit about failure and how many people that engage on the spiritual journey assume that success in every form is going to come their way in this physical world called Earth, or this reality, whatever you want to call it. Mosquitoes are trying to get me. They are not failing. The mosquitoes are actually succeeding quite well today. So there's always this failure and success paradigm that goes on in your own individual identity. Sometimes you're the successful mosquito and sometimes you're getting swatted. So that's just the way it is. But really what I want to remind you about is that your pleasure or your happiness or fulfillment doesn't come through the successes and failures in your life. There can be excitement in that. There can be some joy of the success through play, but it's not the same as the experience of remembering who you truly are. When you remember who you truly are, when you experience that, when you experience your natural state, there is a freedom and a fulfillment in that. And this is a state that most people ignore. They never experience it. They never have. They've focused so much on the outside, it's like the internal awareness has become shut down. Now, the nice thing about life is that eventually it will show you that life is an eventual failure. There's failure and success. Both have to happen together. There cannot be just one. We are born, which is the success in this reality, and then we die, and that is the failure in this reality. And so it is with so many actions and so many things that you do. Sometimes this happens with your own physical health. Sometimes this happens with your relationships or your careers. But if you remember to reset back into remembering who you are, and what I mean by this is just give up the success and failure game for a moment and just be here. Be here without thinking, because thinking is a type of doing. It is also a type of success and failure. You're trying to think about solutions about things. You're trying to do something in here. And although physical reaction might not be following the thoughts in here, there is still a doing going on. There is still a need for success and trying to figure things out and playing this mental game to achieve something. I'm here to say to you that although that can be a fun game to play for periods of time, eventually you will lose. We all do. So when you give up this game, when life shows you the eventuality of failure, then you reset back into your natural state, the state that was here before you started thinking and before you started doing. And in that state, there is a bliss, a peace, a love, an experience of freedom and okayness. Even when you're getting bitten by mosquitoes, which is not physically comfortable, by the way, but at the same time, there is an experience within that is so amazing and so beautiful that you don't want to forget this. Now, I'm not here as the bearer of bad news, because when you experience this state, it is always with you. It never goes away. No matter what is happening in your life, it is with you. It's like your best friend. It's really the true incarnation of your own guardian angel. It's this experience within. And then from there, when you play the game of success and failure, then you won't be quite so invested in being successful, or you won't be quite so invested in the suffering around failing. Then you realize it's just a game, and it's just sometimes there's different musical notes in the choir, or sometimes there's different musical notes in a song. Sometimes there's a high note, sometimes there's a low notes. And then you start to look at life from that point of view. And from there, you realize that success and failure is okay. No matter which part you are in that moment, who you truly are is still okay. Who you truly are is still immersed in a heavenly experience. This is a beautiful place here. I guess I could say just remember the river within. You know? The peaceful, cozy forest and river within. Embracing the river within is a lot like this. Just letting all of who you are come to you. You don't have to create it or make it happen. Just allow it to come to you. Enlightenment isn't an achievement. It's just a remembering. And that remembering doesn't happen through your mind. It doesn't happen through you thinking. It happens through just being, just allowing. You know, it's just like me sitting here with this river. I'm just allowing the river to come towards me, but I'm not making the river happen. But by being here and allowing the river to come to me and allowing my awareness to be aware of the river, there's an experience in that. It's the same within you. There is an experience when you just allow your own river to come towards you. It's amazing the power of this nourishment. When you accept and allow this nourishment to flow through you, then it does give you some extra physical power in order to pursue goals and ambitions, but they will come from a happier place inside. It won't come from this place of need or suffering, or I have to accomplish things because I am in such pain unless I do. You see? It's a different doing, a different motive. The cleaning up of this motive is so important because it leads you to so much freedom, so much creativity, so much joy to just experience life and all of its beautiful musical notes. But many people experience some trauma and some horrible circumstances, and I'm not here to belittle the amount of suffering that they are in because of those circumstances. But what I do know is that if you allow this river within to be experienced at the same time, then a buffer of freedom is there with you. There is some love and peace that is with you at the same time as experiencing the life's ups and downs. The thing is, the more deeply immersed you are in this freedom state within you, the more miracles can work through you. Because this is where your power is. This is where your miracle power is. Your miracle power is within. When you go back to drink from the stream, from the river that is within you, that remembrance of who you truly are, before you put a bunch of conditions upon it. The remembering of this miracle state within, the remembering of this immortal state will bring miraculous results in your life. And sometimes the hardest circumstances or the things that seem like downturns in your life can become blessings. Sometimes you may lose an apartment, and then because you lose the apartment, you end up getting a new one, and it's at half the cost. And then you make new friends that are your neighbors, you know, people that you never would have met before because you were forced to move. You see, so sometimes there are circumstances that seem to be so negative, but when you are deeply immersed in who you are, then it has its own intelligence and it starts to take control of your life instead of your mind doing so. So remember, your happiness cannot be found in success and failure. Not in the winning of games, because there's always a winning and a losing that happens. This is like the seasons of life. But what you can do is remember who you are and enjoy the experience therein. So hope this helps you on your spiritual journey. Take care for now.